Hello, everyone, and welcome to Leading Out Loud. Sorry, and welcome to Leading Out Loud. My name is Felicia Davis. I'm the founder of the House of Vocal Empowerment, a Take the Lead leadership ambassador, and I am so thrilled to partner with Take the Lead Women for this new LinkedIn Live series. We are celebrating the extraordinary women recognized as power tool champions. These are the women who are quite literally redefining what it means to lead out loud. And I have been partnering with Take the Lead since they launched more than a decade ago. And I realized that the women who went through their programs were doing some amazing work. I mean, not just individually, but collaboratively and collectively. And I noticed that not enough of them were getting the recognition for the work that they're doing. And if I'm being honest, it irritated me. It irritated me that, we were always seeing the same people getting recognized, and not to take anything away from them because there's certainly enough room for all of us. But the women in our programs deserve the spotlight too. And people needed to know about the impact that they're making after going through Take the Lead's program. And so the Power Tool Champion Awards were born. And so before we dive in, I want you to tell us in the chat, where are you joining us from today? And if you're feeling bold, drop a word that describes how you're leading out loud this week. And we're going to take a look at those as we go through this session. Now, to help me kick off this series, I am so very honored to welcome my dear friend, my colleague, the woman whose vision continues opening doors for women everywhere, Take Lead's co-founder and president, Gloria Feldt. And Gloria's work has been transforming women's leadership for over a decade through this platform, right? And for those who may not be familiar, tell us about the significance of the tools and what inspired you, what really inspired this new Leading Out Loud series.
Well, you inspired this series, Felicia, and you didn't say I was the one who irritated you because of not realizing what the fact that we were at a point where we had trained over 5,000 women and we had reached over 1.5 million people through various and sundry content programs that we have and newsletters and all sorts of things. And we were just not highlighting some of the remarkable achievements. And I want to tell you, before I talk to you about the importance of the power tools, I want to tell you that at our conference, at our Power Up conference this year and last year, when we honored women who exemplify the power tool champions, some women who have done amazing things, which they credit our Take the Lead program for having helped them do. To me, that was the most inspiring and informative part of the entire conference. And I loved all of it. I loved every bit of it. But
Yeah.
for me, that's what we're about, because our mission is for women to have an equal and fair share of leadership positions across every sector. And when I see women shine, when they've taken our programs and really accelerate in their careers and take on these leadership roles, it's just, my heart just bursts.
Yeah.
So here's how the 9 power tools came to be. So I started trying to figure out, I was actually shocked because I had been in the women's movement for a long time. And I had been helping to open doors. We had changed many laws. We had seen many women firsts. But I was shocked to learn I was about 12 years ago, maybe 13 years ago, when I discovered that even though women were half of the workforce, earning 57% of the college degrees, we were 18% of the top leadership positions in every single sector, whether it was corporate, politics, you name it. And the pay disparity was, 20% or so. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
What is this?
What's
So I
going
started,
on?
what in the heck is going on? So I started doing my own research, particularly after I discovered that most of the research said women had less ambition than men. And that's why we were not, excuse me, that's why we were not in the top leadership roles.
Mm,
And I'm thinking to myself, that is not right. I
yeah.
know that's not right. There's something else going on. And so from my research, and I did focus groups and I interviewed women all over the country and actually had to look at my own pattern of how I had been in my own work and my own life. And I
Mhm.
realized that we were not really embracing the power that we had. Why? I had to figure out why. So I wrote a book based on my research called No Excuses, 9 Ways Women Can Change How We Think About Power. Because I realized that the first thing we had to do was to change the paradigm of power in our own minds from the traditional narrative of history, which is fighting and scarce resource, assuming scarce resources. And I have to fight you for my little piece of this pie,
Right.
or else I'll just be left to the crumbs. Well, I mean, that's kind of how I'm sorry, there may be some men watching. I love you all, but that's kind of how men have seen history, right?
Yep.
And the fact is that, especially in today's economy based on brains, not brawn, it's not, you're not fighting for a piece of a pie that's finite. There's a infinite pie of
Yeah.
resources that really matter, your intelligence, your creativity, your innovation. So once I would talk to women about how you shift your thinking from that oppressive power over idea to a generative, creative idea of power to make
Yes.
life better for yourself, your kids, your family, the world, I would see masks fall off of their faces. And it
Mm,
was like they had been working in a system that was not created for them.
yeah.
And they were just not happy. So they would bail out. They would
Mm,
bail out at mid-career. So it
yeah.
wasn't a lack of ambition. It was, I don't like this. I'm,
They're just
getting
tapping
out of
out. They're
here.
saying, hey,
That's
I'm
right.
done.
I'm not doing this.
Yeah.
And so, but if you don't stay in the game, you can never win it.
Yeah.
You'll never get those top positions. And then you'll never be able to impact the policies that would change how the workplace is so that it's more family friendly, more woman friendly, more friendly for everybody. And frankly, that makes it more friendly for men too. Makes it
Yeah.
more friendly for everybody. So in this book, No Excuses, being a practical person, I wrote a chapter about each of the reasons why this disparity happens.
Mm,
And I said, and this is what you can do about it. I put 3 or 4 things in every chapter and I
mm,
called them power tools. And people started asking me to teach workshops using these power tools. And I realized that I actually had written a leadership book. It
yeah.
wasn't just
Yeah.
a social
Yeah.
commentary book like I started. And that first you have to change your mindset. And once you've changed your mindset, you have to have the practical tools to implement it. And it's not your typical leadership program. It
Mhm.
teaches you how to thrive in the world as it is while you change it. One of the
Yes.
power tools is create a movement. I mean, all of these power tools help you navigate, but also help you make the change that you
Yeah.
need to have.
Yeah.
So those are the 9 leadership power tools. That starts with know your history, and you can create the future of your choice.
Mhm.
Define your own terms before
Mm,
somebody else defines you.
yeah.
Use what you've got. Embrace controversy. Carpe the chaos. Wear the shirt. Employ every medium. Create a movement, and tell your story. So
Yes.
with those tools, you can succeed in any profession.
Yeah. Yeah, and you know what I really love about it? First, two things. When you said you have to, you instead of tapping out, you have to be in the room. You have to be in the game. That reminds me of what one of our champions, Dr. Randy Sanders, she's always says, you have to be in the arena, the arena. You have to be in the arena in order to make change. And what
Yes.
I love about the power tools is that they are practical. Like as you said, they're practical. It's something that women can practice and not just know.
Right.
Because
Right. Right.
sometimes you hear about these things, they just feel so out there. It's like, well, how can I do that? The power tools are so practical that people can actually put them into practice and not just have them here. And so I
Right.
love that. I love that.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
for our audience who's tuning in, if you've ever taken the Take the Lead program, I want you to drop in the chat which power tool has resonated with you the most, or which one you love to strengthen in your leadership journey, right? It's always so very powerful to see how these tools show up across different industries and across different roles. And so, Gloria, before we preview our first guest, which is going to be next week on Thursday, before we preview her, can you share what's next for Take the Lead and how people can get involved?
Oh, I'm so glad you asked that question, Felicia. And by the way, if anybody wants to put a question in the chat, we can see the chat. I don't think you all can see the chat, but we can see the chat, right? Is that correct, Felicia? Or am I asking the wrong thing?
No, no, you can put it in the chat, and
Okay, so yeah, if
we
somebody
can't
has a
get to,
question.
we'll come back
Yeah.
because this is going to be
Okay. Okay.
recorded and
Yeah.
available.
Yeah. Okay. 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 So what was your question?
What's next for Take the Lead, and how can people get
Okay,
involved?
let's take the lead. Okay. Yeah, I've been at two conferences in 2 days, so I'm like, um, my head is spinning. So what's next for Take the Lead is called 50 Women Can Lead the Change. Now that we have been using these programs and refining them for over a decade, as Felicia said, we have both internal and external proof that they work, that they really help to accelerate women on their career journey and into their leadership roles and path, and also into negotiating better pay and things like that.
Mhm.
Sometimes this works at home too. Sometimes you need to have these same skills at home. So I realized that it was time to scale it up. How do we scale it up? We're going to scale it up by giving all of you out there in the world the opportunity to do it yourself.
Yes.
We're starting in Phoenix. We're starting in Phoenix. This is our beta test, and we're going to create a template from that we can share with
Mhm.
any group of people anywhere that would like to create their own local programs, as long as they're aligned with our mission and as long as they're consistent with our brand. You can do whatever program you want. You do whatever program you want based on what you think your community needs and wants. And how will it be funded? It will be self-funded, but in a sort of a giving circle in reverse
Yeah,
way. I think
yeah,
that's how Keisha put it, a
yeah,
giving
yeah,
circle
yeah.
in reverse. And there are giving circles where people give some money each time they meet, and then they decide where they're going to spend it. Well, you are going to get to spend it on you. You're going to
Yeah.
get to spend it on you if you create one of these local programs. And so it will be the same concept though, like maybe 4 meetings a year, and each time people contribute X dollars, I think like $100 or so. So
Yeah.
that it's not too onerous, but it adds up when you have 50 people involved in a group. So that's how we intend it to be. We're beta tested in Phoenix,
Mhm.
but if somebody's interested, we can certainly go ahead and talk to them and help them get started if they want to, because there's no reason not to. And after Phoenix, probably New York will be next, but it can be anywhere. It can be anywhere in the world, actually, not even just anywhere in the US. It's time to let the baby go and grow on its own, really
Yes.
spread out and really reach as many people as we can possibly reach with these very, very helpful concepts, mindsets, and practical leadership tools.
Yeah. Yeah, I love that. And we're actually hosting an information session next Wednesday on November 12th. We're having two to catch the people who work and people who just need a different time. So next Wednesday at 12 noon Arizona time or 6 p.m. Arizona time virtually. It's a great way to learn how to bring this program into your organization or your community. And so, if you are curious about joining the info session, I want you to type I'm in or send me the link in the chat, and we'll follow up with you after this to make sure you get all of the details. Yeah, I'm so excited. I'm so very excited about this program. And we already have a nice little tiny group of early
Yep.
adopters who have already said yes. We had
Yep.
a co-creation gathering, which was amazing. We already have a group of women who've already said yes. And so if you're interested in being a part of that conversation to learn more, be sure to let us know in the chat. And so now let's talk about our first guest, and she is truly extraordinary. We're kicking off the Leading Out Loud conversations with a woman whose voice and work have literally changed the world. Our first guest is going to be Michelle Genesee Patterson, and she is a Peabody and six-time Emmy Award-winning content innovator, storyteller, and producer, most notably known for her work on CNN Heroes and her leadership in elevating the voices that often go unheard. And as the 2025 Power Tool champion for Power Tool number 8, which is all about employing every medium, which is also known as the influencer, Michelle shows us what it looks like to harness storytelling as a tool for social change, for influence, and for inclusion. And so she's used her voice and her platform to help others find theirs. And I know, Gloria, you have a special affinities with Michelle. So if you want to share anything else about her, feel free.
Well, I can just see Michelle standing up. She was in one of our 50 Women Can Change the World in Journalism cohorts. And I can see her in my mind's eye standing up and talking about what she was doing. At that time, she was at CNN. And she is truly not only a master storyteller herself, but a master storyteller at helping other people know how to tell their story.
Mm-hmm.
And so I know she will bring all kinds of kernels of wisdom to your first Leading Out Loud conversation with the Power Tool champions, because she's just brilliant. And she's also, one of the things I really appreciate about people is she's very positive and
Mm-hmm.
a problem solver. And she sees the optimistic point of view of
Mm-hmm.
whatever it might be. Sometimes in this world, it's easy to get depressed. It's easy to get down and feel like, things are not going too well. And I think that's particularly true in industries like journalism, where so many newsrooms are imploding and, so many people are losing their jobs. And that's a tough thing. It's a very tough thing. But it is what it is. And so it's all about how do we, again, it's our mindset. How do
Yeah.
we react to this, and how do we take that chaos and turn that energy into our next opportunity? And I'm sure that Michelle will share some of that phase that she's been through as well. So I'm delighted that she's going to be the first guest. So that's fantastic. I can't wait for that.
Yeah, she's first. And I'm excited to chat with Michelle. I can't wait for you all to hear her story and some of the insights next week on Thursday at 12 noon Arizona time, because we're going to dive deeper into what it really means to lead out loud from her perspective and the work that she's doing, and how she took the power tools, what she learned through the program, and really used them along with all of her wonderful skills and experience to really power some things forward. And so I'm excited about that. And so make sure that you're following Take the Lead on LinkedIn, and make sure that you tune in next week for Michelle's conversation. And so let us know in the chat what comes to mind when you hear the word influence. We would love to hear your thoughts before next week's conversation with Michelle, because we'll feature a few of your comments at the start of that live. So share your perspective in the comments. Let us know. And so, as we close, Gloria, I want to thank you for joining me to kick this important series, and really continuing to pave the way for women everywhere to rise into their power. I mean, it's just an honor to have been working with you for so long, and just doing this work and really making an impact in the way that really moves the needle.
We are a great team, Felicia. I think we are a great team. And I want to also give you a shout out because of your having suggested that we start doing this kind of recognition at the Power Up conference.
Mhm.
So I'm going to use this as an opportunity to say two things. Number one, Felicia is always a very important part of the conference and makes it as fantastic as it always is. But also, folks, put August 25th and 26th, 2026 on your calendar right now in
Mhm,
Washington, DC. We
mhm.
will be hosting our, I think, sixth annual
Yep.
Power Up Conference. And I love our theme this year, next year, I should say. The theme is audacity.
I love it.
Audacity.
I
And I think
love it.
right now that is what we need. Audacity, colon, leadership in action. But
Mm,
the audacity word is, you know, this year our theme was courage to lead. And I felt like that was the right thing for this year. And people are showing courage right now. People are
yeah,
showing a lot of courage right now,
yeah,
whether they're marching, talking, speaking, voting, whatever. This is, we have to be engaged in the world and we have to be engaged in helping ourselves move forward, no matter what's happening in the rest of the world. So courage to lead is extremely important. And then the next thing is what? Lead to what? Courage to what?
yes.
That's where the action comes in. And that's where the audacity makes the action really meaningful.
Oh,
So
that's so
So
good.
I want
So
everybody to be there and be part of this and it's gonna be great. It's gonna be
yeah, and
fantastic.
I'll tell you, we've had these conferences all over, and DC is a special place. The energy there is just
Yeah.
amazing, which is why we're going back for the third year to
Yeah,
be in DC.
right, right. And if anybody's interested in sponsoring or wants to know now about attending or wants to volunteer for it, uh, just
Let
you
us
can
know
put
in the
that in
chat.
the chat, put that in the chat. You can even DM me. It's fine. Because we'll be happy to get back to you. There will be a lot of opportunities for people to get involved in all kinds of ways. And also, if you have a business that would like to exhibit, we
Mm.
have a Sheposium
Oh my goodness, the sheeposium. It's an experience. It's an experience.
experience. Experience. So women's health, wellness, and lifestyle organizations and companies, we want you there. So
Yes.
let us know because we'll make it possible. And our hotel of choice is the Xena in
Hmm.
Washington, DC, which is quite a female forward hotel, wonderful
Hmm.
women's art. And it's fun also. It's also fun.
Yeah, I love it because it's a boutique female forward hotel.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
love it there.
yeah,
I love
yeah,
it there.
yeah. We just, and so for all of these reasons, and because we all need to get together, we all need to be together sometime. It's just
Yeah.
art better, makes your life better to be together. So I hope to see lots of people. I know I saw there were like 39 people signed up for this LinkedIn Live. I hope you all are watching and that you will all be there and you will tell your friends. And because I want to see you all.
And for those who catch the replay, because this will be available
Oh,
for people
right,
to watch
right.
afterwards. Yeah,
You're
absolutely.
right. Thank
Absolutely.
you. I always forget that. I always
Yeah,
forget. We'll,
absolutely.
we'll probably put it on some other platforms as well.
For
So
sure.
so Felicia, can I just take 1 minute to just say something about this is not a topic you were expecting.
Uh-oh.
But I want to know who out there would pay money to see me make a fool of myself.
Oh, uh-oh. 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 Come on. This is good. This is good.
Giving
This is
Giving
good.
Tuesday is coming up. And speaking of fun, people are gonna be able to make fun of me.
Uh-huh.
But they're gonna have to pay money to see me do this.
Yes.
So I can't tell you what it's going to be because my team has told me I have to keep my mouth shut.
Uh-huh.
Can't reveal. But watch this spot, people. Watch
Uh-huh.
this spot. Get your checkbook ready, get your credit card ready, get your
Yeah.
Venmo ready. Because
Yes.
uh, you know, I don't do this for just anybody, but I'll do it for Take the Lead. You can start
Mm.
guessing now if you want to.
Yeah. If you want to guess, like put your guesses in the
Yeah,
chat. Because
guess it. Yeah.
it's gonna be funny. It probably won't be as fun for you in the moment, but it'll be fun for us
Yeah,
to
it's not gonna be fun for
experience.
me. I will tell you that. It is not gonna be fun for me at all. But the end result will be good. It will be positive. So
Yes.
this is so fun. It's so fun to talk to you, Felicia. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're so welcome. And to everyone watching, thank you for joining us for this kickoff. And make sure, like I said, to follow Take the Lead Women here on the platform, on LinkedIn, or on any of the social spaces. But follow Take the Lead Women. Mark your calendar for our first conversation with Michelle next week, Thursday, November 13th at 12 noon AZ time. And before you go, I want you to type lead out loud in the chat if you're leaving today feeling inspired to use your voice with more confidence and more courage. And until next time, keep leading out loud.
Love it.